On Thursday, when we chapter review, that means that tomorrow holds a fun game for us that we're going to be working on together to review all of our information. Today, we're going to get this study guide all filled out. Remember, like last time, you guys are going to hold on to this study guide, okay? And it is going to be due back to me on Monday. That means you have today to work on it and look at it. Tomorrow, all weekend long, and then Monday, whenever you see me, we're going to be taking a test. Chapter 13. So let's go ahead and jump right into our study guide. You can also open your textbook up to page 310 because your textbook is going to have all the information that you need about what is going to be on the study guide for today. Be your Southeast region. All right, so for the first part, we've got on page 155 on the very top, it says match the term with the correct definition. Take your finger like this. Put it on the blue box on your workbook page. Put it on the blue box. Look at that little word bank. Ain't it so cute? Oh, yeah, so cute. So it's got all the words. It's got all the terms. And then over right next door neighbor to it on the left-hand side, we've got all the definitions. Number 1, change spiritual life in the South and the Southeast. What was that? No, not spirituals. No. Beautiful? H. You guys remember we talked about the Great Awakening. Remember the Great Awakening? Yes, ma'am. The Great Awakening was a series of revivals that happened in the South, and that's the reason that we still call the South the Bible Belt to this day. It's a very religious area, lots of Protestant churches, like we talked about yesterday. You can't drive down the street any bit of time before you see another church. And there's a church right over there. So it's a Christian school. So number 1, you're going to match that with the letter A. That is a very sad marker. Wow. H. Oof. Letter H, the Great Awakening. Number 2, this ended slavery and freed Black Americans. Damien?
The Civil War.
Letter I, the Civil War. Remember, we had the North fighting the South because they disagreed on the way that certain groups were being treated. Slavery, they thought it was wrong, and so the Civil War was fought to ultimately end slavery and free Black Americans. So number 2 is I, the Civil War. Number 3, these built large mounds as part of their religion.
I think
the Natchez. Very good. Letter C, the Natchez. Oh my gosh, this marker's freaking me out. Oh, Emma, why don't you take care of number 4 for me? Became the first president of the U.S. It was from the Southeast. George Washington. Letter F. Excellent job. I have a really good feeling about this test on Monday. Really good feeling about it. Because everyone's like, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Number 5, Damien made cypress canoes and built thatch roof homes called chickies.
The Seminoles.
The Seminoles. Very good. Number 5 is letter E. Now, the tough part about the test on Monday is going to be all of these different Indian tribe names. Okay, so try to get yourself familiarized with the different things that the Natchez did, that the Seminoles did, because you're going to be seeing some different Native American tribes. We don't want to mix those guys up, so be paying close attention to that. Number 6 says songs by slaves that often had ideas from scripture. Okay. Yes. A, spirituals. Number 6 is A. Number 7, the largest swamp in North America. Jordan? D, the Okefenokee Swamp. And that is, I know, it's a funny name. I love it. And it's right here in Florida, where we live. Number 8 is an area covered by shallow water in which small plants grow. Janelise.
G.
No.
Wait, no B.
You mixed them up. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Number 8 is B, and number 9 is G. Let's talk about this real fast, because you know how I said it's easy to mix up those Native American tribes? It's equally as easy to mix up swamp, and marsh. So marsh, remember, marsh is shallow water. Little plants grow. So think little marshy plants. Like think marshy plants are little, shallow, little marshy waters. Okay, I don't really have a good way to remember this, so I'm just going to get really weird with it. And tomorrow or Monday, I'll be taking the test, and you'll be like, oh yeah, she was like little marshy plants and little shallow water. And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, shallow water, marsh. Miss B was being weird, so I remember that. And then we remember swamps. Swamps are the areas covered by water where where larger plants grow. So think also a good way to remember swamps. Think about the Okefenokee. It's the largest swamp. So it's big trees, big plants, big alligators. All sorts of big stuff. Swamps are big. Marshes are small. Marshes are shallow. They have little plants in their little shallow water. But swamps are big with big alligators and big trees. So hopefully I've been weird enough for you guys to recall all of this on Monday. Thank you for coming to my class today. I'm going to go because I've embarrassed myself. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get back to it. So that's our terms. Make sure you have this down. It's also muy importante that you guys are paying attention to the study guide and getting the answers down because it's a study guide. It's going to help you study. It's going to guide you in your studying. So, do we have all of this? Anybody missing any of this?
No.
All right, it's going bye-bye in 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
All right, let's look at the next part. Write the correct word to complete the sentence. So number 10. Oh, maybe we should look in our books for this.
No.
Maybe I should look in my book for this so I can tell you what page I want you to be.
No. I think I know.
Just like that? Yeah. Y'all are my 5th graders today. My 5th graders were real hyped today too. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, page 319. It's going to be in this area. It's all over the chapter, but it's going to be in this area too. So, number 10. Land made up of sandy beaches in some places, land made up of sandy beaches in some places and marshes and swamps in other parts. This is called
A coastal plain? A
coast.
line? Coastline. Oh! Coastline.
Yes, there it was. Coastland. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Number 10. Coastland. Oh my gosh, this marker. You know what? Why am I doing
Throw it
this?
in the garbage. No.
Number 10 is coastland. Number 11, flat or hilly land beyond the mountain is called, Damien?
Plateau.
A plateau. So think about where the mountain is and think about the flat kind of hilly land beyond the mountain. That is called a plateau. Okay? Sometimes you might hear somebody say, well, I was doing really well at reading my Bible every day, but I hit a plateau. Which basically means I kind of fell off of it a little bit. So you think you're on a really high mountaintop, and then you go down into the flatland or the hilly area. It's called a plateau. So if you ever, or somebody's like, yeah, I was working out every day and I was doing really well, but I was seeing all kinds of results, but then I hit a plateau. So you might actually hear people use this word, not geographically, but it can help you remember that geographically it means the geography of it. Where it is. Geography means where something is. Also, if you have questions for me, let's utilize this guy right here. Thanks. So, yes. Oh, I had to look and make sure I know how this is spelled because even though, yes, I'm a teacher and yes, I went to college, I don't know how to spell anything. And my 5th graders were making fun of me for that today. They're like, didn't you go to school? And I was like, man. They told me I have to go back to college and get a degree in spelling, which doesn't exist. So, all right, number 12. Think about this one. Ground that rises as you move westward away from the Atlantic Ocean is called, Ronald? The Piedmont. Very good. Jannalise. Chill out, baby. Got it?
Yes.
13. Flatland stretching up from the coast is called, Emma?
Coastal plain.
The coastal plain.
Coastal plain.
You can remember coastal plain like this. It's flatland. Okay, well, flatland we know are plains. So flatland stretching up from the coast is called a coastal plain. So help use some of these memory devices to help you with this. Let's look at the back of this page. Okay. Notice that on number 14 it says mark all the correct answers. So for 14, 15, 16, and 17, we are going to see multiple correct answers. This may show up on the test. As a matter of fact, I think I'll show you guys the test. I need to grab it from my class. But when the video is over, I'll pass around the test again and let y'all look at it. This may show up on the test. I noticed that on the last test, some of you had it sent home yesterday. Some of you acted as if you'd never seen such a failing test and didn't take it home to your parents to have it signed. They got emails, by the way, so they know about it. They know it exists.
Mom's already seen all my papers and my
I need that test back, though. So I noticed for some of you on that test last time, you didn't notice the mark all the correct answers parts, and some of you left some of them out, okay? Some of you just made silly mistakes and didn't pay attention to detail. So make sure that you're really taking your time on the test. Let me tell you guys what, there is no prize for being first. There's not. I don't give a prize for being the first one finished, because I would much rather you take your time, really go through it, and make sure you know what the question's asking you, because some of these things can be similar. Some of them can be mixed up. There's no excuse for a poor grade whenever I let the test be open book, and I probably will let the test be open book. Okay? All right, so off my soapbox, done with my tangent. Let's look at number 14. Which of the following show the importance of the ocean to the business in the Southeast?
Do you want me only say one?
Yeah, say one of them.
Ports for shipping goods.
Do you want to bubble in ports for shipping goods? What else, Emma?
Tourism?
Tourism is one of them. What else, Damien?
Fishing goods.
The fishing industry.
That's exactly one of them that I was doing.
All right. I'm glad that you had the right answer, though. That means you're going to do good on this test, right?
Yes.
Good. All right, so number 14, we see definitely the importance of the ocean with the ports for shipping goods. So you want to bubble that one in.
And the fishing industry.
Tourism is a big one too, but we'll do fishing industry first. Fishing industry, well, yeah. How many of you guys have ever seen like some of the roadside stands where people are like selling like crab legs and Mayport shrimp and stuff like that?
Yes.
Guys, that stuff, like the Mayport shrimp, the crabs, all of that, how many of you ever been like up north to where the beach is, like Mayport, up that area? Okay, so the crabs and the shrimp and the stuff is coming right from our little coastline right here. So the fishing industry is huge. But another big one is tourism. People love to come to Florida and go to the beach.
I love it.
I was born in Jacksonville. I've lived all over, but I love the beach, yes. But like, I'm not like, oh man, let's go on vacation to the beach, because tomorrow afternoon I could be like, hey, I'm gonna go to the beach. People love to come to Florida for the beach, so they bring that tourism in. And tourism, they are gonna spend money at our businesses. Hold on one second. They're gonna spend money at our businesses. They are going to eat at our restaurants, shop at our shops, and that's going to pour into the industry that we have here, tourism. Number 15, what do farmers produce in the Southeast? There are multiple answers. Emma?
Citrus fruits and sugar cane.
Yes, citrus fruits and sugar cane is one of them. Diamond?
Apples and soybean and peanuts.
Mm-hmm. So we've got citrus fruits. We've got sugar cane. Same answer though there. We've got what? Apples, soybeans, and peanuts. Haley?
Dairy and beef cattle.
Yes, dairy and beef cattle. So we've got apples. We have soybeans. We have peanuts. And I'm going to ask a question that's not necessarily right here on the reading, but why is it that we have such good farming in the Southeast?
Because we get a lot of sun and a lot of rain.
We get a lot of sun, we get a lot of rain, and there's one other thing, there's one other reason. Ronald? Well, the sun and the rain gives us the nice soil, but what else beautiful?
It's something about the snow.
Yeah,
snow, like
the frost.
winter.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, like the oranges. You remember the frost line. We talked about the frost line. We have really long farming periods. Yes, Jordan?
But there's one more problem.
What's the problem?
Hurricanes.
Yes, hurricanes are a problem. But for farming, the rain is good. Now, does it get cold here?
Yes.
It gets a little cold here, but we don't see that cold come until like December, January, February. Really, other states right now that are in other parts of the country are already getting some cold weather. We're just having some nice weather right now. We can keep crops going for much longer than other parts of the country because it stays warmer longer. We don't get that frost. It doesn't really snow down here in Florida. Some of the other Southeast states get snow, but it comes a lot later. So we have a lot longer. And that's why we have all these different types of farming that we can do here. We have so many different things that we see here simply because we have these long seasons. All right, let's look at number 16. 16 says, what are some natural resources in the Southeast for producing energy? One of them, Damien?
Natural gas.
Natural gas is one of them. Janelise?
Oil.
Oil is one of them. Jordan?
Coal.
Oil. Very good. So coal, natural gas, and oil. So you want to bubble all of those in.
All three.
Number 17, what contributes to the economy of the Southeast, Hassan?
Tourism.
Tourism's one of them. What else?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing's one of them. Diamond?
Baking.
Oh, you're fine. I thought you had your hand up. So, okay. Donovan?
Manufacturing.
We said manufacturing. We said tourism and manufacturing. What else, Emma? Agriculture. What else? Everybody tell me.
Banking.
Yeah, so bubble them all in. Manufacturing. Banking. I'm going to come up here for this. Manufacturing. Please don't talk whenever I'm teaching. Thank you. Banking. What was next? Tourism and agriculture. All of them. All of the above. Very good. Very good. All right, and for the last part, I'm not doing it for you. You're going to do it for yourself. Fill in the map for the Southeast region. Fill in your map. So if you need to look in your book, and I don't want abbreviations. I do not want abbreviations. I want full state names. I want Georgia, Kentucky, etc., the whole names. You guys have resources in your book to help you with this. When you finish this, it is your responsibility to hold on to the study guide. Do not lose it. Do not lose it. Do not lose it. Because es muy importante. We need it, okay? You're gonna owe it back to me on Monday so you can take your test. Remember, it's your ticket to the test. Is anybody not turned in their vocabulary to me yet?
Oh, I did. I'll turn mine in.
I didn't ask if you turned it in. I think I got everyone. You're my own. Yeah, and you gave it to me yesterday. So we're not even worried about vocabulary. It's all turned in. We're done with that portion. So tomorrow will be a review game. Any questions before I let you guys get started on your map?
No.
Janelise.
Wait, not really.
For the test, is the map going to be like this or is it going to be different?
The map's going to be similar to this. The numbers might be different. Donovan, shh.
What page do you find the map?
I'm going to teach you guys a little something right now. Hey, listen, now, hold on. I'm going to teach y'all a little something right now.
What?
I'm actually going to let Carson go. Bye, Carson.
Bye.
Everybody say bye, Carson.
Bye.